Women who are in a long-term relationship with someone from a dating app, what are your tips for the rest of us? How did you find what you were looking for? And how frequently did you use those apps or go out on dates? I met my husband on Tinder. I think it's mostly luck. I got very good at figuring out how the kind of person I would like to date presents themselves and went with it. My advice would be to figure that out and not to take it too seriously. When I saw my now husband's profile, a voice went off that said, "You need to talk to this person," and I'm so glad I trusted my instincts. Embrace who you are and be proud. Put your values and interests on your profile so guys can see who you are. Don't be afraid of aiming high and look for someone who shares the same interests, or looks like they would. I would swipe left 99 times out of 100, but then the guys I did match with were more compatible. I would also only talk with one at a time so I could be really focused on getting to know them. I met an awesome guy at the start of the year online and it's going well so far. My husband and I met on Tinder. It was luck, 100%. I almost swiped no because of this awful photo of himself that he thought was so attractive. I didn't use the app very often, and it was usually bad first dates. My only advice is just meet soon. I was probably going on a first date once a week, maybe twice, with long breaks of "I hate dating" in between. With him, we were immediately seeing each other 3 to 4 nights a week and decided to be exclusive. Yeah, we met through Tinder, but none of the groundwork was laid on Tinder, if that makes sense. Met my husband on Bumble. Have been together 3 years, married 1.5 years, and have a 6-month-old baby together. The biggest thing for us is that we both went into the date not really expecting anything. We both had been on dates before where we got ourselves so worked up that this had to be it. That we had to do everything right, otherwise it would never work out. By the time we got around to dating each other, we were both sick of over-romanticizing and building dates up in our heads. So, when we went on our first date, we both treated it as just drinks. If we ended up going on another date, great. If we never spoke to each other again, fine. I think not putting pressure on a date to be anything more than that few hours you spend together really takes a lot of pressure off of you. I found that when I met my husband I was willing to be my most authentic self because who the **** cares? I wasn't trying to impress anyone. This worked wonderfully because I never felt like I had to work hard to make my husband like me. I never had to guess what he was thinking or hope he liked me. He liked me or he didn't. It really freed up a lot of emotional and mental energy for me to just be happy. I met my boyfriend on Bumble. Don't filter yourself and you'll soon weed out the guys who aren't for you. Ask thought-provoking questions and see how the conversation flows. If you find someone who makes you tingle, ignore everyone else and focus on them. I met my husband on a dating site, and it's our 11th anniversary next week. My tip would be to not discount people. I say this because I would never have considered my husband as I used to discount men who were over 30 minutes drive away from where I lived. I'd been talking to him for a while and we were arranging to meet when he mentioned his hometown. Appears I'd completely missed it on his profile. We met up anyway, and the rest, as they say, is history. Go with your gut after the first date. I know right away if it will last at all or if it's not worth it. Honestly, I think it's luck. Went in looking for something casual and just never stopped wanting to be around this person. He felt the same way, had gone on there to look for something casual and found someone he really liked, me. Now we're engaged with a 9-month-old. It just comes down to connection, which is hard to predict from a profile. My number one tip is don't discount someone if you don't have the spark straight away. It can take time to get to know someone and begin to like them. I wasn't sure about my BF for the first few dates cause he's quiet, shy, but here we are 4 years later, literally waiting for completion on our first house together with pets and a goofy cute relationship. We didn't meet on a dating app, just online in general, but close enough. My advice is, ***, go all in, ***. I don't mean to put all your eggs in one basket, not like, decide on a whim this is it, he's the one, I mean go all in on what you want and who you are, and how you feel. If he texts you and you're excited and want to reply right then, do it. If you're confused about something and need clarification, ask for it. If you're having a great day and just can't hold back that wall of text, gush about it, say it. I gave 10 years of my life to a more conventional relationship that fell apart because of lack of communication, fears that being honest would drive him away, and making my feelings and thoughts and needs secondary to his because of self-doubt. Communication is king, and it was a lesson I had to learn the hard way. You have to be honest to who you are, and in all honesty, some people are not going to be able to handle that, and you'll lose them. An asterisk, that's okay, asterisk. No matter how much you might like someone, you do not want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you. The real you. Don't set yourself up to have to wear a mask for the rest of your life, or to change yourself, or be anything less than the whole version of yourself. It might take a little longer to find the right people, but it's better than ending up with the wrong one. I personally have found the best results on Hinge. It also just feels like a better fit for me as a person. Yes, there are a few people who don't want anything serious on there, or are looking for a third, but overall there tends to be a mutual understanding of what people are looking for. Met my live-in partner on Hinge. I got very picky about who I would do in-person dates with pre-COVID. Our first date was actually FaceTime pre-COVID. Other learning, if convo flows easily on the app, it will in person. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Final advice, if you ever feel confused about a partner liking you or not, they don't. I've felt zero confusion with this person. He's been clear from the get-go and doesn't make me doubt myself or feelings ever. We met on Tinder. I had no clue what I was looking for, but I looked at it as a bit of fun and nothing serious, so I matched with guys that I liked the look of for possible relationships and hookups. Most men who had messaged me were quite aggressive about meeting up quickly, and I felt a bit put off by that approach, so when I matched with my partner, he was sweet and very kind, even thought I literally clicked on him because I thought he was make a good hookup due to his fabulous body. He spent the whole night talking to me about the dangers of dating apps and how to keep myself safe when meeting people. As we talked, I knew I didn't want a simple hookup. We've been together for 2 wonderful years and he's my soulmate. Please go with your gut, folks. Met my current partner on OKC and we've been together 2 years so far. Most of it was luck. I had been on and off dating sites for a year and a bit and was one day away from taking another break when I ended up with a message from someone I hadn't matched with yet. He didn't seem very photogenic, but asterisk if that opening message didn't hook me, turns out he's hotter in person. I'd say be yourself, be upfront and honest about what you're looking for, and go in looking for the right person for you, not the best person. I met my boyfriend of 3 years on Tinder. I made it clear in my profile I wasn't interested in casual hookups, so it helped filter out people I wasn't on the same page with. I would say include your interests in your bio, or even just quotes that reference books, games, movies you like. It can be a good conversation starter for you or any interested parties. For example, my boyfriend described himself as an actual Italian meme, and I just had to find out why because it was so unusual. Answer: his family are Italian. Met my current boyfriend of almost a year on Bumble. I prefer this app so I can initiate and be more in control of not getting harassed. Tinder has changed a lot in the last 2 years, where now it's mostly bots, ads, and people looking to sell their social media and/or money, so I would stay away from Tinder if you are looking for something serious. As always, be true to yourself and your needs and communicate with your date early on about your relationship goals to ensure you're on the same page. The rest is mutual reciprocity, chemistry and respect. Okay, see here. I was brutally honest in my profile, both about what I'm looking for and what I do and don't bring to the table. He knew up front what my flaws were, what he could expect from me, and what I expected from him. 3 years in now, and I'm still head over heels in love.